Greetings again, gang. Okay, so we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to set up a video now that we can look at middle of summer and the end of the year. How about that for an idea? Okay, this idea actually came from one of y'all who left a comment under the videos here yesterday. And so I thought this was a really good idea. How many of us, me included in this one, believe that the numbers that the government puts out are complete bullshit when it comes to inflation or anything of the sort? I certainly know I do, okay? Oh, inflation's 7%. I'm looking at my bills, I'm going, on what? Okay. And the big one that we can compare apples to apples with is groceries. We can watch gas prices or whatever. Sure, that's an easy one. Gas is gas, and you can always go back and look at Gas Buddy and say, okay, what was the price of gas on January 1st, 2022? What was the price of gas January 1st, 2023? And, you're there. But the one that I think we always hear about that's such a lie is food. And so, with the suggestion from one of y'all, I decided I was going to do something. And I was going to create a food inflation monitor. Now, I want to definitely compare apples to apples. And obviously, we know that what bananas cost in Texas are significantly different than what bananas cost in upstate Maine, or what fresh fish costs in Seattle is different than what it costs in Topeka, Kansas. Okay. So what I did for this is I took very basic staples and I went and I got a screenshot from Walmart, which is where a good portion of us shop for groceries. Okay, not everybody, but a good portion. Specifically, the one nearest to me, which is in Middlesboro, Kentucky. Okay, and that's a Walmart superstore. I could have done Knoxville. I could have done Kentucky. All right, they were about equidistance. Okay, so I did the Kentucky one because that's the one we usually go to. So I want to show you these real quick, and then we're going to revisit this in 6 months, and we're going to revisit this at the end of the year. But this way, if you want to go look for yourself, you can refer back to this video, look at Walmart's website, change your location to Middlesboro, Kentucky, and see how the price of groceries has actually changed. So again, using specific staples, let's see what I started with. Okay. The first one was bread. All right. And I used a loaf of Walmart brand white bread. Okay. Which at this store on January 4th, 2023, they are selling for $1.32 a loaf. Okay? Bread. Simple as that. Okay? The next one, figured I'd look at milk. All right? A gallon of, again, Walmart brand 2% milk. It didn't matter if I looked at whole milk or 1% or whatever. They were all the same. Okay? But a gallon of Walmart brand milk was $3.48 on January 4th. Okay? Simple as that. Eggs. Okay? Figure we're going to start with the top three. Bread, milk, and eggs, right? The things that I'm going to put toilet paper in here too, I guess. Now, we all know that eggs are ridiculously expensive at this point, at this time. Okay? And I pulled this one up. And again, this is Walmart brand eggs, 18 large eggs, $6.04. That's what Walmart's selling for them today. Okay. You would think that this may be something that's going to offset the price, that the price of eggs should come down, right? Good. Let it do that. Let's put that in there anyway, because I don't want to just put stuff on here that we know the price is going to go up, because that's going to skew the numbers. Eggs should come down, which would bring the food inflation down. If eggs go up from here, okay, then we know we got bigger problems. But so that's the price today, $6.04 for 18 eggs. Butter, all right, let's look at this one. And again, I'm looking at Walmart brand butter. a 1 pound, 4 sticks of butter, $4.48. Simple as that. Now, with all of this, I know people can say, well, gee, I've got chicken, so I don't need to buy eggs, or, well, I've got a cow, so I make my own butter or get my own milk. I get that, okay? What I'm trying to do is find a generic 10 basic staples that we can get an idea of what food inflation is, okay? And I went with different things here. So you can say we did bread, we did milk, we did eggs, we did butter. So I've hit a couple of dairy and some bakery. The next one, this is something, whether or not they want to include it, but Walmart brand coffee. I don't know about anybody else, but do not talk to me in the morning before I've had a cup of coffee, okay? Even when I do my videos in the morning, guys, it may be 4:30 in the morning when I do it, but I guarantee you I've had a cup of coffee. Walmart brand coffee, okay, was it 48 ounces there? $10.92, yeah, my eyes are going, $10.92 for a Walmart brand coffee today. Lettuce, this is another one that the prices are all over the place depending on where you are in the country. There wasn't anything on Walmart.com for Walmart brand lettuce. So I figured, okay, we'll pull Green Giant lettuce, and at the end of the year, we will compare to what Green Giant lettuce is. I'm going to guess they'll still be in business. Okay. Apparently, compared to what a lot of places people are saying and what I see on stories, lettuce is actually cheap here. $1.98 a head for iceberg lettuce. Again, this is Middlesboro, Kentucky. Okay, this is not an average everywhere. This is one specific store. But I wanted to add some produce in there and things that most everybody eats. Wanted to put a fruit in there, so I went with apples. Okay, and we have Honeycrisp apples here, and what are they? $1.83. Boy, my eye's bad. So we got $1.83. So we'll compare to what Honeycrisp apples are. And again, I know that what everybody's going to say, well, apples will be in season at this point. They won't be in season at that point. Sure. But if we want to compare year-over-year prices, there's not going to be a whole lot of difference between, say, January 4th and December 29th, 2023, seasons-wise. Okay? Middle of summer, it may be a little different. But at the end of the year, when we want to get an annual number, we're going to know. Meat. Want to get into this. A Walmart brand ground beef, $73.27, the cheap stuff, okay, is $3.76 a pound for $73.27 ground beef today. Okay. I also went with the cheap stuff on chicken, thighs, okay. Not looking at, I don't even want to talk about chicken wings and what a ripoff that is, but not even looking at chicken breasts, but looking at chicken thighs. And I can't read it here. I'll see it in the screen. You got to understand when I'm looking at this, it's really tiny. So we're going to look at what the price is by the pound, because I can't go $13.59 off the package or something because it's by weight. So we'll go and it says there what the pound weight is. But we'll see what a pound of chicken thighs costs come summertime, come wintertime. Okay. And finally, one other one, maybe you want to call this not a staple, but I know there's a lot of people in the country who can't do anything without their soda. So I got a 2-liter bottle of Coke. Okay. And again, we're just going to compare Coke. We could do Fanta or Pepsi or Dr. Pepper, whatever. Figured just Coke ain't going out of business in a year. Okay. $1.88 for a 2-liter bottle. So what I want to do, and if y'all remind me of this, is the beginning of July, around the 4th of July, we will check this again and see what food inflation is for the first 6 months. If you guys want, we can check what it is quarter by quarter, okay? But at least I want to look at it in the middle of the year, 6 months in. I want to look at it what it's like 12 months in. And then I want to hear what the government says inflation, food inflation is, and I want to compare it with this. I think you'll all agree with me that these are pretty much household staples, okay? I'm not asking, I could have put more things in. I could put sugar and flour and vegetable oil. I wanted to stick with 10 just so it was easy. And I think I got a pretty good representation of what most people buy on a relatively regular basis, okay, to see what's going to come out of, what's going to be in the shopping cart when you go up to the cashier every week or every 2 weeks, whatever it would be. So that's where the theory is on this one. Nothing super exciting, but I think what I want to do here is I want to have some actual evidence, actual proof. So rather than all of us saying, well, inflation's got to be a whole hell of a lot higher than what the government's showing, we can go, we have the evidence. Here's what it was on this day. Here's what it was on this day. If you do the math, here's your overall inflation rate. And that's the point of this exercise. Enjoy. Pinball out.